Hi, everyone. Good morning. Let's get started. My name is Jalal, Jalal Kazempour. I'm an associate professor at DTU. And welcome to the 6th edition of DTU PES Summer School with the title this year of Future Power Systems Advances in OR and AI. And yeah, I hope, well, very welcome, and I hope you enjoyed the reception yesterday, if you made it, and also enjoying the sunny days and nice Copenhagen these days. I was not supposed to give this welcome. This year, our lead organizer is Lesia Mitridati, who is assistant professor at DTU, but unfortunately, she is sick today. So I'm presenting and welcoming you on her behalf. She will give a lecture tomorrow morning, so you will see her anyway. But yeah, it's a bit unfortunate that she couldn't make it for today. Well, but the most of the credits of the summer school in terms of organization goes to her. So I'm just presenting on her behalf. In this welcome, I'm going to give you two things. I'll explain two things. First is about who we are. So now you are at DTU Wind and Energy Systems Department. So I will spend like 10 minutes of your time explaining who we are. And then in the rest, I'll talk a bit about the summer school program and what you can expect in the coming 4 days. Okay? So, you are at DTU Wind and Energy Systems, one of the biggest departments at DTU. I don't know how many of you have been already at DTU or in Copenhagen, or you know about organization of DTU. If you already know, so apologies, it might be a bit repetitive, otherwise it might be interesting for you. So, DTU Wind and Energy Systems, in short, DTU Wind. Today we are 378 employees, including faculties, PhD students, postdocs, admin colleagues, and so forth. And we have, out of 378, we have 84 PhD students at the moment. So it's kind of a big department. So we are recognized as #1 in the world when we work when it goes about wind and wind technologies and wind publications. Currently, we have 169 master students focusing on wind and power systems. We have huge partnerships with industry. So we always try to have research at the interface, covering both fundamental and applied research. And that's why we have very broad collaboration with industry. And 70% of our funding directly comes through industries. So that shows how applied research we try to have. So at DTU Wind, we see two missions. The first one is how we can get renewable energy, how we can generate that. So that's why we focus a lot on wind technologies. I'll explain that a bit more. And then I mean mostly Spiros, me, Lesia, our team, we are trying to use in a smart way wind energy in the power system, right? So at DTU Wind, our mission is that we develop science and create value for society for a sustainable and integrated energy system with wind energy as the backbone. That's our mission. And our vision, the vision that we have every day when we come to work, is that hopefully we will be a leading university and we will help the world to have 100% renewables in the world. That's a very ambitious vision we have. So about our department, with almost 400 people, we are divided in 4 big divisions. You can see the title of the divisions in the slide. Wind energy materials and components. That's the first division we have. There, our colleagues, I don't belong to that division, neither of us. That division, they work on the materials and components to build the wind turbines. So they are more focused on material science, I would say. Then we have a wind turbine design division as our second division in the department. And they mostly focus on building one single turbine. So how we can connect, I don't know, the blades, rotors, etc., to build one single turbine. And these days, they are working a lot on the idea of floating wind turbines. Then in the slides, I go to the last one, wind energy systems. Then they put wind turbines together to build a wind farm. So they focus a lot on aerodynamics and flow among the wind turbines within the farm. And then it's the division, ours, which is highlighted by red. It's called Power and Energy Systems, in short PES. And that's why in the title of the summer school, it's called DTU PES Summer School. That's the division that organizes this summer school. And then there we go to the system level, not just power system, but also other energy carriers. And then we explore how we can smartly use this renewable energy in the system, right? Then in our division, again, we have subdivision in our department. And we hope that we will help the society to develop the most integrated, market-based, flexible, resilient energy systems that efficiently and intelligently utilize renewable energy. So we hope that we will be pioneer in research results. We will educate people, master students, bachelor students, and also our PhD students, that they can contribute to the society. And hopefully we will help the world to develop digital green growth. That's how we see the current energy systems, and I hope you agree with me. So in past, we had kind of vertical systems that we had production, and production is written in Danish. Well, but it's not my slides, it's Lesia, we have to complain her. So production, so then we had transmission, distribution systems, and demands, right? But it's not the case anymore. So today we have integrated and digitalized energy systems. Are we there today? Maybe not exactly, but that's the vision we see. And by integrated, what do you think? Is there anything that rings in your mind? What do we mean by integrated systems? Any idea? During the summer school, we will ask a lot of questions, and we ask you to be involved. So that's a good start, right? So what do we mean by integrated? Yes, please. Sector coupling. Which sectors? Heat, electricity, transportation, and what else? Any other sectors you can think of? Prosumers, yeah, okay. It's a new, let's say, stakeholders, but not maybe new sector, right? Gas a new carrier. And these days, there is a hype about another energy carrier. What's that? Hydrogen, right? I'll talk about that, so please like it. Hydrogen is good. And many of PhD students hear that they are helping. They're working on hydrogen. So you may hear about that a lot in the discussions. How many of you are working on hydrogen here? None of you? Okay, no client. Okay, hopefully in 5 days you will like it. How many of you are working on AI, machine learning, neural networks? Spiros, good for you. Spiros is our expert in machine learning, neural networks, so you will hear a lot about him. Good. So yeah, integration is about sector coupling and also having new stakeholders, like prosumers, you said, right? or aggregators, new stakeholders, I would say. And what about digitalization? Also, in the bottom, it's written digitalized. How digitalization can help? Yes, please. Data sharing, that's good. Good way. But why do we like to share data? What's the point? Okay. Good. That's one good example. So we like to share more and more data and exploit data in a good way. For example, for forecasting. But is it the only way to use data? Forecasting, is it the only application? Yeah. Yeah. So we can data for many things, for forecasting, for better decision making, for better operation, better control, better coordination, and so forth. So we think that in this new environment, integrated digitalized systems, there are a lot of room for innovation based on market, data and ICT, and of course energy, right? So that's now the three keywords that we see, the current and future energy systems. Yeah, so maybe you already recognize in downstairs there are some facilities, SCADA system, EV lab. Also, we have a lot of facilities in our other campus in Rizzo. So Wednesday you will be there, so you will get a tour. You will have a tour to our facilities on the other campus. Here also you will see our facilities here. So maybe in the lunch times, if you are interested, maybe Spurs always usually gives a tour. So maybe also he can offer you a tour to our facilities in downstairs. So we have 4 divisions, I already told you, but we have more in our organization. The next one is sections, and we have 20 sections in our department to be able to, organize 400 people, right? So under PES division, we have 6 sections, and 12 sections, they are involved in organizing this summer school. So one is power system PWR, who's being head by Spiros. And also the other section is energy markets and analytics, a section that I belong to that. Good. So 2 sections, they organize the summer school and also the previous ones, energy markets and analytics, in short, EMA, and the other one, power systems, in short, PWR. I'd like just to give you 2-3 slides about each section, and then you will hear more about summer school, I promise. So about EMA, so as it comes from the name, it's more about market and analytics. So it's a very, our research is very interdisciplinary. At the intersection of power systems, of course, but also advanced optimization, game theory, and machine learning. So we try to be really at the interface of different, and we use this, let's say, optimization machine learning and for power system, energy system applications. And for us, market design, larger scale data-driven optimization, decision-making under uncertainty, they are the topics that we work in a daily basis. This is the group that I'm so happy that I'm part of that. Amazing people. So in EMA section, you already maybe met many of them. And many of them, they helping with organization of the summer school. So Lesia is the main lead organizer. You will see her soon. Fazana, she's here, there, researcher, 2 postdocs, and Mete as our admin coordinator, and 8 PhD students. Except Thomas and Peter, they are attending another summer school in KTH parallel to this. So up there are they. We have the other 5 PhD students, 6 PhD students, all of them, they are here, and you will have a chance to talk to them in the next 4 days. So about the topics, I like to be fast: market design, market-based operation and coordination, and analytics and digitalization. They are the 3 themes or main topics that our PhD students, postdocs, and myself, we are working on that. And then the 4 items in the right-hand side, they are the tools that we use. So data-driven optimization, game theory, AI, and advanced computing, we are not there yet. By advanced computing so far, we are more talking about mathematical, let's say, decomposition approaches. But for example, Spirus is now working on quantum computing and so forth. So I'd like to give a few minutes floor to Spirus to talk about his section. Please.
So welcome everybody. It's a pleasure to be here for me, and it's also a pleasure to welcome you, all of you here. Today is a very special day. It's not only the first day of the summer school, it's also Jalal's birthday.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Very good. And after that, let me talk a little bit about our section, just a couple of slides. And so as Jalal said, we are the PWR, the power section. What we are trying to do is actually develop methods that try to avoid blackouts. We are about 30 members right now, 19 nationalities. So we're very diverse group of people, from every continent except for Australia so far. Let me move to the next slide. So our main topics, we are 6 faculty members, right? And everybody has their team of PhD students. We work on many different things. These are, let's say, the 4 main pillars. One is next generation scientific computing, and that's what we're going to discuss also a bit today. So trustworthy AI in physics, information learning. We also do work on quantum computing. We always try to put our code online. So hopefully you're going, if you are interested in something, you are going to see a lot of our code being there. We try to actually publish everything we can as long as we are allowed by our industry partners. Then we also do a lot of work on cyber-physical systems. We also have actually a large project, Marie Curie Innovation Training Network there, how to develop digital twins for wind turbines and wind farms and how these are integrated to the grid. We work a lot with these so-called zero inertia systems, so extreme converter-based power systems. And we're working with energy islands. Do you know what energy islands are? Who knows what energy island is? Yeah. Great. So actually, this is it. So this is how this has been designed, that this can look in the future, right? It's the first vision was in the middle of the North Sea to actually construct an artificial island, put all the infrastructure there, let's say HVDC converters and everything, a lot of wind farms around, collect the wind on the island, and then distribute it to the rest of the countries, right? So this was first started by Denmark and the Netherlands. Now also UK is looking into it. Belgium is also going to build their own energy island. Actually, probably the first one will be a natural island, and this is actually what we have here, Bornholm. It's an island on the Baltic Sea that's going to have the first wind farms around. Also a lot of hydrogen, which is a hot topic, and if you're not working on that, I hope that some of you will start. Things are going to take off. So that's all. Jalal.
Let's see how much I will be able to convince you. Good. Just a second. Now let's talk about summer school. What you expect to see in the coming today and the coming 4 days. This is a picture from summer school last year, 2022, and maybe you can recognize some faces if your colleagues were there from last year. And this is our other campus, and you will be there on Wednesday. And we have a very nice fjord, and we will have a tent, and yeah, you will get the same kind of things and picture, hopefully, on Wednesday. But this is our 6th summer school, as I told you. So our plan is to have summer school every year. During the COVID, we couldn't organize it, though we organized, but we planned everything, speakers, everyone. We invited everyone, we registered, but eventually we had to cancel because of the COVID. But this 5 summer schools, it happened, starting from 2016. And always we try to have this event in the 3rd week of June. So hopefully we will continue that. So your colleagues, might come next year. About Summer School 2023, this is the picture from yesterday, so you may find yourself there. So this year we have 67 participants. We had, I don't remember exact number, 110 or something applications. So you are selected based on your motivation letter, and because we realized that your topic is kind of relevant for the topics of this summer school. We have 67 participants from 20 countries, including one master's student. Who is he or she? Oh, good for you. Thanks for coming. 55 PhD students. I'm not going to ask which of you are PhDs. There are many. 4 from academia and 7 from industry. 4 out of 7 they are from RTE, I guess, our sponsor. This is the speakers. So after me, Spiros will have the first lecture. Today we will also have Luque and Gaudens, both of them having keynotes with industry perspectives, right? I can tell a bit about Ørsted. So Ørsted is the power producer, the largest one in Denmark. They used to be oil and gas company. Their name was Dong Energy, and they changed the name to Ørsted. When is Spiros? Like 10 years ago? Yeah, less than 10, maybe 7, 8. So they used to be oil and gas, but today they are one of the companies, how to say, pioneer companies in renewables, and they are installing a lot of wind farms, offshore wind farms, in Denmark, in the whole Europe, and also in US and in Asia. So it's really nice to see that how a company in 5, 6 years, they totally changed their business model, and now they are contributing to green power. And I hope they will be a role model for other oil and gas companies. Let's see. And then we have Guadens from Expo. Guadens, you're here, right? No? Okay. And yeah, that's a trading company that they are using a lot of data and digitalization for trading decisions. So you will also hear how data digitalization can help a trading company. Tomorrow we have Antoine and Lesia. Antoine, you are here, right? Yes. Antoine, thank you for coming from Canada. Still, your jet lag is fine now. And Lesia, both of them, they are going to talk about uncertainty modeling from stochastic programming perspective and from AI perspective. Then Wednesday, we will go to the other campus of DTU in West Copenhagen. We will provide you information on Slack how to get there, but still you are going to use public transportation for going there. In the morning of Wednesday, we will have Nando from Syracuse, and he's going to talk about differential privacy. If you want data, you should have privacy. Without privacy, people, they are not going to share data, right? So I don't know how many of you knows about differential privacy. Is there any? One? Lucas, right? Good. So that's a good thing that you will learn. And when you get back to home, you have new learning. On Thursday, we will back to this campus, this room again. So Florian Dofer from ETH and Ram Rajagopal from Stanford. They will talk more about control and short-term operation of distributed energy resource. Then on Wednesday, we will be again in this campus, but in a different room. We will provide you information. So in the morning, it will be Juanmi from University of Malaga. And then I'll be the last one talking about hydrogen. So your last learning will be about hydrogen. That's fun. That's amazing. And then I'll say goodbye to you. But I think after me saying goodbye, you will have a Friday bar. So still, you will have some social events on Friday. This is the program. You can see it in the website. So today, after from 2:30 onwards, we will have poster session, right? So during the lunchtime, you will have a chance to install your posters. Downstairs, you will find boards, and my colleagues, they will explain you how poster session is going to work. And if I'm not wrong, we are going to have 2 awardees. So you will vote to have and then we will recognize the best two posters, and then the best two poster awardees, they will have a chance to give a short talk in the coming days. Am I right, Yannick? It's the case, right?
Yes, that's the case. So if anyone has not had the chance to bring their poster and bring it, then please reach out again to us and we'll see if we can bring the Jalal. So please either contact Alega via his email, as you got in the beginning, or via Slack. And in your welcome package, you find the description how we're going to do the poster session. There is a number, and you will find the same number downstairs on the poster board.
Yeah. If you don't hang in the right number, people will vote to other number. So you might be lucky or unlucky, who knows? Okay, and one thing about poster session, please consider it seriously. We had several attendees last year that they got to know each other, their topics in the poster session, and then they collaborated and even published a paper together. For example, last year we had two attendees from TU Berlin and University of Queensland, geographically very far away, but they realized, oh, okay, there's a good synergy. And then a few months ago, I realized that, oh, they published a paper together, and that was fantastic, right? And I'm sure that there are potentials also here. Just try to recognize and unlock synergies. Yes, Wednesday we will have a social event. I wouldn't like to spoil it, so you will see that. Thanks a lot to our organization team. Without them, it was not possible. Yannick, Enrica, Ben, Andrea, Alice, Tom, Mete, Eva, Fazane, Ariga, Bob. They are the main brains behind this summer school. So let's give a hand to them and thank you. The majority of them are PhDs. A couple of them, they are postdocs or researchers. That would be also great that you have communications with them to better, understand what kind of research also we have at DTU. That's it. Thank you. I'd like to give the floor to Spiros for the first lecture.